Hello students, this is our first video lecture for first year. In this class we shall discuss, as I said in our live class, that I will first teach you something here. You have to follow this video, then you have to ask me those questions on this topic that whatever I will be discussing here. Okay. So today's topic is errors in measurement. Errors in measurement. First of all, what is an error? Suppose a length is measured. Whose actual value is 5 meter. Somebody measured it and found, let it be LM, measured value. Somebody measured it and found as 5.1 meter. Okay. Now error is nothing but very simple. E is equal to measured value minus actual value. This is actual value. This is measured value. So LM minus L. Okay. Now this is equal to LM minus L, so LM is 5.1 minus 5 is equal to 0.1 meter. This is error. Okay. You can also call it absolute error. Absolute error. So what is the formula of absolute error then? So absolute error is equal to measured value minus actual value. Okay, measured value minus actual value. So this is one type of error, absolute error. Suppose some other person measured the same length and found the length to be, this is, let it be LM1, and some other person found it to be 4.9 meter. Okay, he got the length as 4.9 meter. Then the error in this case will be, if this is E1, then it will be E2, that is absolute error 2, will be measured value, that is 4.9 in this case, minus actual value is 5, so this is minus 0.1. Okay, that means absolute error is varying. Suppose this material is something, let us assume it to be a table. Okay, it is a table whose length is 5 meter. Okay, it is a table whose length is 5 meter. That means this 5 is fixed. If somebody measures it, he finds it to be 5.1 and some other body is finding it to be 4.9. In both these cases, errors are different. Okay, that means error does not depend only upon the material, it also depends upon the method by which the measurement is carried out. So that means absolute error is varying, but the manufacturer of this table wants to specify the error in this measurement. He wants to specify some value here that could appear as error whenever this length is being measured. I am repeating, the manufacturer of this table specifies here that the length of the table is 5 meter, but he wants to avoid any sort of discrepancies or any sort of misunderstanding, so that he will be specifying the error also, that how much error could be possible when carrying out the measurement. But the question is, what could be that value of that error? Then he will specify the maximum possible error in the measurement, obviously, because if the error is almost 0.5 is maximum 0. Suppose the error is found to be 0.2 and here it is specified 0.1, then again misunderstanding will be there. That is, if 0.1 is specified here, means it should come under 0.1. At most it should be 0.1. But if it is coming 0.2, then again there is a question mark that how come the error is 0.2 if it is marked as 0.1. Okay, so that means he will avoid such sort of misunderstandings, so he will obviously specify here the maximum error. Okay, Emax. That maximum error is called limiting error. Limiting error. That means maximum possible absolute error is called limiting error. Okay, and always okay, this is one type of error. Next come to this is one type of measuring error. Okay, absolute error is one type of measuring errors. Then another way is relative error. What is that? So what is relative error? We shall see also. So second one is a relative error. What is relative error? Okay, suppose again I am taking this length L to be measured is 5. Somebody measured it, let it be LM1 is equal to 5.1. So obviously absolute error, let the absolute error be del L. Okay, it will be convenient to use this notation. Del L is equal to 5.1 minus 5. Okay, this is equal to 0.1. Okay, now relative error is nothing but del L by actual value L. Very simple. The ratio of absolute error to the actual value. So this will be what is del L then? Del L is nothing but measured value minus actual value divided by actual value. Okay. So now in this case what will be the relative error? So obviously del L value is 0.1, actual value is 5. So this is equal to 1 by 50. Okay, this is relative error, 1 by 50. So you can convert it into decimal also. If you multiply 2 in the denominator and as well as in the numerator, it will be 2 by 100 and this is equal to 0.02. This is the relative error. Now you can also express it in percentage. What is percentage relative error? Very simple, just multiply 100 with relative error. If you multiply del L by L, this is a relative error. If you multiply 100 here, then the result will be, in this case, 0.02 into 100 and the result is 2%. This is called percentage relative error. Okay, so I will not teach too much in this class. I just started this class on an experiment basis. So you can go through this video and tell me whatever there are any drawbacks in this video also, and keep ready your doubts also. We shall discuss the doubts regarding this topic in the next live class. Okay. From the next class onwards, I will be discussing everything elaborately in this class, in this video class. Okay. Thank you.